Mr. Sanjeev Pandey and my fellow panelists. So I am representing Federal Bank. Say a small introduction because say many of you may not be aware about Federal Bank. Federal Bank evolved in Kerala, a small, say, of course, the first question that can come to your mind is that, say, how is it related to cooperative banks and other things? But first, let me tell you, Federal Bank originated from a very small town in Kerala called Mookanur. So there, say our founder actually built up the institution from very small customers, and his vision was to bring up a big bank over a period of time with small customers. Even now, we live with those values and vision in our mind. And see, naturally, I am going to speak more about how, say, you can use leverage technology for, one is customer connect. What we speak about customer connect, how do you connect to the customer? And maybe from a bank's perspective, what do you want? You want to have more customers to come to you, or customers to you more of your products. So these two things, probably I can give you some ideas how a bank like Federal Bank used some of the things. Of course, you all know about, everybody speaks about having core banking systems, then implementing maybe ATMs or any other technology. We speak about digital, all these things. Now, say, how does it affect the customer? So this is one dilemma which we faced way back in 2012. We were just trying to drive, see, all IMPS, tech, mobile banking, etc. So you still go to the branch, there is a big queue. And see, what are they standing for? Actually, ATMs are there, they can take the cash from the ATM, but still, then big queue was more for the passbook. I'm giving you a simple example for the passbook. Everybody wants a passbook. Still, technology, we are in an age where everybody uses mobile phones, internet. Then why not say, and a simple thing like a passbook. Then we went around, even in Mumbai, we have seen a few banks which have just implemented automated passbook printer. Because from a bank's perspective, say giving passbook is required, but at the same time, then keeping one person or a set of people just for that becomes a challenge. But then the other problems, technology being as it is, after some time you will see that this passbook gets stuck in one of the things and the whole passbook is gone. You will have to give a new passbook. So it was an endless this thing. So why we said, why are these customers not using mobile? Why are these customers not using mobile? Then two problems, say they are not connected. Say, how do you say, unless your mobile is connected to the bank system, you don't get the balance. Every bank was giving mobile banking and 5 transactions. This is not what the customer wants. What does the customer want? Customer wants to have a passbook. Okay, so why we ask the question, see, can we provide a passbook on a mobile? Yes. So what is the problem? Mobile has to be connected. So we devised a model where, say, of course, I should also mention, in one of my co-panelists is a startup person, Mr. Omkar. Probably we had we actually were interacting with a few startups and other things. They came up with an idea, why not use technology to give a passbook? Okay, in passbook, what do? You go to the branch, update it, and then keep it with you. Every time you want to see the passbook, you need not go to the branch. So we came up with this idea where the passbook itself was available on the mobile, and we called it a Fedbook, and that was launched in 2013, and the bank also got an innovation award for that particular product. And now a lot of banks have, see, many of the conventional banks, nationalized banks also have started using the technology. So I'm just putting this purpose. I'm not asking you to say that, okay, the same thing should be implemented in the thing. You can. But more important, it is important that as we implement the technology, we find out what the customer wants and how, say, we can probably as bankers, you can also speak to some of the technology people who can actually implement a new technology, innovative technology, try to link these two so that it benefits the customer and say indirectly to the bank. Okay, so that's a very important message which I want each one of you to think about as you go back and start working. What the normal customer, the small customer, the ordinary customer that is coming to you, what is the additional service what you can give, what is the service which you can give faster by leveraging the technology. And that should be a thought process. I cannot say this is the solution or that is the solution, but having attended many sessions today by the technology companies, vendors and other things, so you know that you can take something that and connect this to the customer. And the other idea which probably I want to speak again related to customer is that from a bank's perspective, what do you want? You want to have, once you have the customer, you want more customers, or a customer who is actually there, you want to sell more products to the customer. See, once you have the say data in your in your system, it is possible for you to get everything about the customer. Sometimes the same customer will be having a savings account, say term deposits, would have taken a loan. Okay, now probably some of my fellow speakers will speak more about it. You can use this particular information to again find out what is the customer requiring it. That will enable you to say use this technology for having more and more growth of customers, growth of the products per customer. There is a very important thing which every bank speaks about, that is product per customer. If a customer comes to your branch, then how many products of yours he or she is using? Okay, if you are able to increase that, then your say internal effectiveness, your profitability, everything increases. So these two messages I want to give you as you attend these sessions and assimilate some of the what is possible using technology. Go back, connect to your customer, find out what is actually stopping the customer from using these technologies. Try to see, connect these two things, probably take the what you call help of all the vendors, and that should take your bank, say, to the next level. And we say Federal Bank, we have shown it in a very systematic way. Over close to 80 years, we have transformed to a, now we also internally speak about things like digital and moving more and more customers to the mobile, etc. But that is a journey, but that journey has to happen step by step. This step, at least at the end of this day, you should actually think about what is the next step, what I am going to take in order to deliver a better product to the customer. Thank you.